Street Fighter 6 finally released on June 2nd, and my first weekend with it was stuffed with a ton of shit, so let's go through this. Firstly, I walked into the combo trials for all the characters I talked about having been interested in. I walked into Chun-Li's first, and she happens to be the only character that had a trial I wasn't able to complete of the ones that I've done. You're meant to follow up in the air with your down kicks, but apparently you're able to stomp them down with the third one into level 1 super. I just didn't have the coordination to get this done. Next I moved on to do a bit of Zangief of course, and a bit of Ryu, Juri, which I had loads of fun with, as well as Marissa and DJs. In the first day, I knocked out the combo trials for every character I was specifically looking to play, and I was having a blast. Aside from the combo trials, I was obviously able to fit in some games in every day of the weekend with my younger brother, twitch.tv/bunnybro with a 0 if you want to check him out. He streams on weekends and most often on Saturdays. I played a mix of Chun-Li and Zangief while he was playing a lot of Manon, as well as some assorted other characters. Day 2 came around and I figured it was time I created my custom character. While I do have a propensity to create attractive women in video games like this, I actually thought it would be more fun if I just plopped myself into the game instead. Now both in the Battle Hub and in the World Tour mode, I'm gonna be running around battling it out with the best of them, and I was really happy with my decision. I'd say it looks pretty accurate too. Speaking of the World Tour mode though, I was having a blast. This game mode is actually so fun to me, and I had no idea if it was going to be or not. You can fight random strangers, play some mini games to test your ability, and of course you can mix and match all of your special moves to whichever combination your heart desires. After I got out of World Tour mode though, there was a daily mission to play 5 avatar battles in the Battle Hub, and I got to work. I immediately found another Chun-Li enjoyer to battle with, and we went pretty back and forth with our matches. I think these avatar battles are gonna get really fun once more people have leveled up and unlocked more unique moves from around the world. I really enjoyed myself here. While I was in the Battle Hub though, I decided I'd put my Zangief to the test, and yeah, I've won like 15 straight games. I'm not here to say my Zangief is very good or anything because that's surely not the case, but as the game is brand new, there are tons of new players on the scene. Many players were on modern controls using assisted combos only, but as soon as I found my way around them, it was over. Classic control Zangief waits for no man, and if you can't keep up, you'll be put down. I love Zangief. Still within day 2, or night 2 more accurately, I found I was having trouble putting in work with Chun-Li. As much as I love her buttons and I think her combos are hella stylish and fun, I was having a lot of trouble pulling them off in matches. I don't think I'm abandoning Chun-Li for good, but it's kind of like a Jamie situation for me if you've seen my last video. She's got a lot that you gotta keep in mind, and while I'm learning this game from the ground up, I think it would benefit me to familiarize myself with someone a little easier to understand. This is probably the part of the video where you'd think I would pivot to Ryu, right? Zangief worked out, Chun-Li unfortunately didn't, and Ryu was also in my top interests according to my last video. But I played Ken. I know I said I wouldn't play Ken because I like Ryu more, but after I faced a couple Kens and ran through his combo trials, I knew it was time to hit the lab. Ken feels incredible, and just like Ryu in a way, he feels like a Shoto character taken to the next level. There's so much to do, so many ways to do it, and yet, if you want to keep your game plan simple, he excels at that as well. Ken feels amazing to me. I will say though, this Ken trial specifically is a little weird. It tells you to special cancel into Jinrai kicks, and it doesn't give you a specific strength to do it with, so naturally when I tried heavy kick, it didn't combo. Turns out heavy is the one button you can't use for this combo, but I still thought it was weird. My brother also told me there are things like this for Cammy and her trials where certain combos aren't completable unless you're hitting the correct 2 buttons together for EX, and the game doesn't even tell you which button specifically you need to press. It's a little weird, but the trials overall have been a very positive experience for me otherwise. Day 3 is when I actually did my labbing with Ken, but aside from that, I also completed Zangief's story mode. Honestly, this mode was incredibly fun, as he gets lured into the Coliseo where Marissa is waiting, thinking he's gonna find a tag team match partner. As it turns out, Marissa's just looking for love, trial by combat included, and she scares Zangief away at the end of it. I honestly loved seeing how these characters interacted with each other, and I definitely had a good couple hearty laughs when I was going through it. Zangief and Marissa are both such cool characters in playstyle and just as characters. And then I hit the sticks with ya boy Ken. And honestly, I think Ken and Gief are gonna be my mainstays. Gief is obviously just as fun as I thought he was gonna be, but on day 3, I didn't play him a single time online. Ken got my full attention, and within a 2 to 3 hour session, I could see myself improving on the screen. I was fighting a lot of people that are are as new to playing fighting games online as I am, for sure, but I went from zero combo man to pulling off sweet stuff here and there versus real opponents. I know with so much professional play on the internet, this won't be that impressive to some, but learning to do it and actually pulling it off was so much fun for me. Aside from combos, I started to DP other players' jump-ins, I started to counter people's drive impacts, I started to tech throws nearly every time it was a threat, and I really was having fun with it. Ken has really helped me gain some fundamental knowledge, and I think it would be a crime if I didn't keep him in my main roster of characters. The rest of day 3 I pretty much spent in World Tour mode. Sure, I've been playing matches with my brother and online a decent amount, but World Tour continued to intrigue me. I mean, you get to beat up Jesus in this game. Sorry, Jesus. Anyway, I made my way up to DJ and Blanca in the story mode, and I was having a lot of fun messing around with different special combinations and fighting styles here. I could give you my thoughts on World Tour as a whole, but honestly, I think it would need its own video for that, so stay tuned, and subscribe if you like this video. Maybe drop a like while you're down there. I'm having a ton of fun with Street Fighter 6, and I'm looking to make some content around my progression through Ranked, maybe some extreme battles with all the modifiers between my brother and I, and quite possibly a review of World Tour, so stick around if you'd like to see more. As for now, my name is Myloe, and I'm out.